can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat.
Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. This is a preview for the big fight taking place at welterweight between Jack Catterall and Ekow Essuman on the 15th of November, of course, on the undercard of the rematch between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Ra, good to be joined by you as always. It's the Josh Taylor derby, isn't it? There's this fight. I think an intriguing fight and one that we are here to discuss and preview. Give us your thoughts on the fight and what you see happening to start off with, please.
Yeah, good fight, as you said. Josh Taylor Derby, the man that began the end of Josh Taylor and the man that finished the end of Josh Taylor, if that makes sense. But yeah, very good. It's a classic boxer versus pressure fighter matchup, isn't it? I think we both know what both guys do. They're both getting on a bit. Catterall's, of course, made that move over to Philadelphia to train under Bozy Ennis. Don't know how much changes he can make at this point in his career, but apparently he's going to try and add some aggression to his game. It's intriguing. My initial thoughts were that, why is Essuman taking this? Catterall style-wise is bad for him. I'm just remembering his fight with Harry Scarf, of course, who did outbox him quite comprehensively. But the interesting part of it is, though, that this is Catterall only his second fight at welterweight, and the first time he's fighting against a big career welterweight. Nobody's really ever put a dent in Ekow. I know he did get dropped against Owen Cooper. I think that was pretty much a sort of flash knockdown, got careless type situation, and he recovered and stopped Cooper in the next round. So don't have any problems, with Ekow's punch resistance. Then I don't think Catterall's the guy to be able to put a dent in him, and that's why I think it will be interesting because Scarf had the he had the advantage of size because he's a huge welterweight in there against Ekow. So yeah, it's intriguing. Catterall is the better boxer, but Ekow, as per his nickname, the Engine, he'll be coming relentlessly. So I think it'll be I don't think it's going to be a classic, exciting fight, but I think it's an intriguing fight. And of course, the winner will probably be way up there for a crack at one of the world titles.
Yeah, look, we'll have to see how exciting it is. I think it's one of those where casual boxing fans who are in the stadium or watching on pay-per-view might use it as an opportunity to go and get a drink or go to the toilet or have a cigarette or whatever you want to do. I think it'll be one of those. But actually, people that know the sport, I think, will enjoy it a little bit more. Have you got a prediction, Ryan? I didn't quite get one
Yeah.
out of you. Have you
Um,
got a prediction?
I'm going to have to go with Catterall, because despite the physical disadvantages that I think he's going to experience here, I am going to go with Catterall. I think the styles and his skill set will see him through. So I will go for a Catterall points win. Um, yeah, a points win. I don't think it'll be particularly wide nor controversial. It'll be a competitive fight, but I think he'll be the winner.
Great. I do have to ask you. Discuss this in the big fight breakdown, but I want to get your opinion on it as well. Will Jack Catterall ever win a world title? He should have been undisputed champion all those years ago in Glasgow. Now he's ranked in all of the governing bodies at welterweights. There are perhaps you could say some weaker champions than there have been in the past at welterweight. Um, I think Ekow Essuman's ranked very highly with the WBO. So if Jack Catterall wins this, he could be in line to fight for the WBO title next. But do you ever see it happening, Ra? Because he's arguably past his best. We don't know how successful the relationship with the new trainer is going to be. Do you see it happening?
Uh, are you asking me if I think it will happen or whether it can happen? If you ask me if I think it will, you'd have to say no, because again, the politics and and all of that, the way the top level fighters fight so infrequently, the biggest challenge for a lot of fighters, even ones with bigger followings than him, is actually getting that opportunity. Can he? I would say yes. As you said, it's the welterweight division's probably weaker than it's been for most of its history. Um, I don't think it's impossible that he gets the opportunity because Turki Al-Sheikh seems to have taken a liking to him because
Mm.
he played on some of his humor there, and that went down well with Turkey. So he's got this other opportunity here. And like I said, the fight with Ekow is, I don't know if it's officially, but given Ekow's high ranking, it's an eliminator of sorts. So the promotional powers are giving him that opportunity. So I think I'm optimistic that he's got a chance of still being a world champion.
Yeah. It would be a great shame if he wasn't going. If he wouldn't, because I don't think there's any denial he's good enough. If you look at what happened in both Josh Taylor fights, the Regis Prograis fights, the guy's good enough to be world champion. It's just not actually happened for him. So we'll see. I've got a feeling he'll get an opportunity in 2026, but has to get through Ekow Essuman first. We will see if that happens. Ra, thank you as always for joining me. Looking forward to the fight. Thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you again soon.